Hello and welcome to your reading. Let's see, we have purity, this action, purity, and one more card, please, to help guide my viewer. Gratitude, purity and gratitude, okay. And hope. I'm instantly getting cleansing. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's because of this card, but I started thinking about white lilies, if that means anything to you. Let's see here. Let's clarify this. Clarify your message here. Purity and gratitude. We have Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So there's some kind of work here, maybe some emotional work. Yeah, it could be. This could be talking about you moving forward by addressing your inner needs here in a way, or being more kind to yourself or to others. I feel like yeah, there is some form of like inner work here, or something's not really at the surface level, and that's where you need to sort of put in some effort. And to purify, I'm thinking it means cleansing. Okay, the Emperor fell out. I'm gonna not put it in reverse like a car, but it did show in reverse. So I'm kind of thinking this is a time of letting go of control in a way, allowing yourself to take some time here. We have the Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. So you are learning something, you're going through some form of lesson here, and it's something that you can't really control in the way that you wish you could. You're trying to protect yourself here with the Seven of Wands, or you're sort of hindering yourself here. We have the Six of Cups. So yeah, this feels like reconnecting. Page of Swords. Okay, so many pages. It's like you need to reconnect here with your inner child. It may sound very cliche, but it feels like it could be also that you're looking at the past and seeing how things used to be so easy. Yeah, see, here's you reconnecting again. Wow. And I love that the Empress came out too with the Emperor. So, and the King of Wands. That's so fun. So, you are going through a tough time right now, but once, okay, with purity, I'm thinking like once this, it's like a process right now where you're, it's like you're taking out the trash emotionally or spiritually right now. You're doing the heavy duty thing. It's like you're not really in charge of it, and when you try to control it, you sort of, it's like you're pulling the brakes on the process. And I mean, it's completely human, and it's not like I don't think it's something that you're entirely aware of, or like you're not really, like you want to evolve in some way, but you are getting in your own way by trying to control the situation here. But once you let go of control and you allow I'm thinking about cleansing when I'm thinking about purity. I'm thinking about getting rid of the old, or the things you don't want anymore, things that maybe mindsets or old feelings that are no longer relevant to your life, all of that being cleansed, and allowing gratitude for what you have already as well. It's like a two messages in one with gratitude here. I'm thinking you will be very grateful for this tough time in the future, in the same way that you're grateful now that you've gone through certain tough times in the past. But also that gratitude is also one way forward, like allowing yourself to enjoy your life as it is right now. Look around you and point out 5 things right now that you are very grateful for, and really understand that, or like take it to heart that you're quite blessed, right? Because of these things that you have that you are thankful for. Okay. And once you sort of allow things to happen, there will be a lot of things popping up from the past here, both good and bad. But it's kind of like taking a step back in order to gain new momentum. That's kind of what's happening here. And I see it's almost like from one day to another, like things just flip here. And this could also be scary to you with the Five of Wands here. It's almost like when things do get good as well, you may be trying to counteract it or sort of push against it, or you're questioning it, or you feel like you're wondering like what's the catch, kind of. But things will get better, and it's as long as you keep allowing the process to process. Yeah, there's the Page of Swords. Here we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, so there may be some grief attached to this as well. Let's see. We have the Page of Swords, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, a lot of fives now. Also Ace of Swords, so there's some mental clarity here. Maybe I can put that there. I don't know, I don't want to cover those cards. They're so beautiful. I'll put it here. So, yeah. There is a sense of you feel like you're lacking things, or you feel like things are moving very slow for you. Let's clarify that, or like what that's about. Seven of Cups, so that's an illusion. Things are moving forward for you. Like you have a lot of options in front of you. And also, oh, Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like if you flip the situation, you're not stuck or lacking or hopeless or things are moving slow. You're actually standing in front of like a new page, and of course it's daunting that you're gonna fill out the page all by yourself, deciding your own fate, kind of. And that's why it's important to be grounded while finishing that page for yourself. I see you allowing things to be messy for a while, allowing your feelings, allowing things to just crumble, and allow uncertainty to take place, because there are spots not filling up, being freed up in your life where things feel empty right now. Those are actually empty pockets available for new things. It may sound very complicated. It's really not. You don't have to think so much about this, other than you don't have to fill out those pockets so much. You don't have to fill out the space that feels empty or hopeless. Or I feel like the serenity of having that space can make us stressed, because it's like we feel like we need to have our lives filled with activities and things happening. And but if all the slots are occupied and there's no empty slots, like there's no new slots for new opportunities, right? So now that they're empty, it's an opportunity. It's not that you're lacking, it's that you have free space. So it's kind of like, if you just flip the perspective on this a little bit, you're gonna see that yeah, see, Queen of Wands, yay. And we did see the King of Wands as well, right? And the Five of Cups again. So you may also feel sad about moving on from certain things, or you may feel like you're abandoning something, or grieving, and that's fine. Maybe you need to grieve some things before you move forward, and that's totally fine. Then do that. You don't have to necessarily push yourself, because the process itself is natural. Like it's just nature. It's nothing that you have to do or be disciplined to do, or but we have a tendency to distract ourselves from the process by never sitting still with ourselves, or never having that dialogue within, and always just being on to the next thing. And those pauses are very necessary right now, and the more you can pause, the faster you will move forward, kind of. But I understand it's quite it feels maybe frustrating, or it can feel like it's boring. Yeah, Seven of Wands. But yeah, it's kind of like, you know, those toys where you put your finger in here, and like the more you try to pull your finger out, the tougher it gets. That's kind of what's going on right now in your life, where you feel like you're trying to push yourself out of a rough patch, or something that feels like yeah, because see, here's like the Seven of Wands standing in front of the King of Pentacles. It's like you're blocking yourself from the actual stability that you want. It's kind of like you're trying to force it, but that's scaring it away, you know. So let it come to you. It's like a you know, think of a wild animal. Like if you chase it, it's just gonna run away. Or even pets do that. You're gonna have to sort of like work with it, right? And working with it is basically just not working against it. It's simple but really hard. Oh my god. Okay, that's perfect ending. Is Death and the Magician. See, beyond this death, this there will be resurrection, and that's where you can come in and create, and you can do things. I rarely see the Magician, I realize now, in this deck, because I barely recognize this picture. I was looking at it now thinking it's very, I really like it. It's definitely like the endless possibilities type of energy, especially with the eternity sign there. But yeah, it's just basically confirmation that once you've allowed this process to happen, that's when you naturally, organically will start to create. You will, because I can sense that you really want to do things. You really want to. There are things that you are planning to do, trying to force, trying to make happen, but it's there needs to be this purification, this cleansing. It's kind of like you can't, I don't know, if your fridge is full, then it's the more food you stuff in there, it's just gonna get okay, whatever. That was a terrible example, but yeah, I'm just trying to make it simple, because I think it gets more frustrating and confusing when people overcomplicate things. So that's why I'm kind of repetitive, and I try to find simple ways to put it and picture it, just because I think that's helpful, rather than just trying to over explain or use fancy words. Like, yeah, like it doesn't matter as much, like the okay, I'm rambling now. I'm gonna leave you be. I'm gonna allow you to process this and understand that there's nothing you need to do. You just don't just try not to stand in your own way by distracting the process. Okay, that's the message. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.